Okay, good morning and welcome back to the class. We are continuing with our construction today. So we had done the division of line segment in the previous class. Now we are moving on to the main part of the construction. Because the construction of similar triangles is deleted, we are not going to look at that. The other portion of the construction is with respect to the tangents to the circle, which we shall take up today now. So we will start with the construction. You can write down, this must be activity 8. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this will be activity 8. Again, you will write the title as construction and write down the objective. Title will be construction only. The objective will be to construct tangents to a circle. To construct tangents to a circle from a point at a fixed distance from its center. To construct tangents to a circle from a point at a fixed distance from its center. That is your objective. All right. So materials required, as you had done for the previous one, your geometrical instruments, your pencil and your eraser if required. Somebody was asking me prerequisite knowledge we have not written in the record. What shall we write? Prerequisite knowledge is all the knowledge of constructions that you have so far. That's why I have not specified it here. All the knowledge of various constructions that you've done so far from class 4 or 5 till class 9, all that knowledge is going to be used here. So we won't specifically say this is the prerequisite, and hence we don't have to mention this here. Okay. So next will be the procedure that you have to continue, for which we have to first complete the construction. So for that, we will go back to the left-hand side of our record. So write down the question. I'm just trying to give you one question from the textbook only. I shall quickly dictate. Please take it. This will be written on the top of your unruled sheet on the left side. Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. I'm not typing it because I want to save time. So please listen to me and write down. Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. And from a point 10 centimeters away from its center. And from a point 10 centimeters away from its center, construct a pair of tangents to the circle. From a point 10 centimeters away from its center, construct a pair of tangents to the circle and measure their lengths. I hope you could get the question. Should I repeat the question? I shall quickly repeat for the benefit of those who could not complete writing. Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters and from a point 10 centimeters away from its center, construct a pair of tangents to the circle and measure its lengths. This will be on the top of your unruled side. Okay. So now we will go back and I will take the RoboCompass. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is the final diagram. How it would look like is what I am trying to show you. Okay, this is how your final construction would be ready after everything is done. So we will start with our construction now. So be ready with your compass, your ruler, your pencil, and if required, an eraser. Should not be required, but have it in case you have to do some kind of erasing. Should not be done, but still I am trying to tell you that you should not use it. Now I have brought it to a full screen. Hope it is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will start with the first step. First of all, I have to draw the circle. All right, for which I need a center and a radius, which I shall do now. So I'm just starting, just see what I'm doing. First, I will locate a point anywhere on the center of the page. Don't take it too much to the center, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the point at a distance from the center. So on the right side, I should have a little space here. So don't keep your point here in the center of the page. Slightly take it towards the left and locate that point. That will be your point O. So first locate that point O. That is the center of your circle. And what is the radius given? It is given as 6 centimeters. Correct? So take a radius of 6 centimeters in your compass and draw the circle. So that will be your circle. Draw the circle first. I don't know if somebody is trying to join now. That's why before I start the construction, I have to admit you people, because we are in the Google. I can't go and open and then make you join there. Let me try if I am. No, I will be quitting the application then, which I can't do. If there is somebody trying to join and texting to you, please text back to them telling, I can't leave the construction and come. That's why it's getting recorded. Let them wait there for a while. Let my first construction be over, then I will admit them in case they are waiting, because I'm getting a few notifications somebody is waiting outside. In case if it is your friend, please text back to them telling they will be admitted after a while. Okay. So the construction of the circle is done. Next, I have to locate a point P or any point, we can name it later on maybe, which is at a distance of 10 centimeters from the center. So that's the next step you would be doing. So first I will go and locate this point. I'll call it P, which is at a distance of 10 centimeters from the center. So, and then join that O and P. I hope this step is clear. First go and find out a point or locate a point P, which is at a distance of 10 centimeters from the center, because this is the point from which where you have to draw the tangents. So mark that point and then join O and P with a straight line. I hope this step is done. Can I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next step is from P, I have to draw the tangents, for which I have to do a little more of a construction. Okay, what is that part of the construction is what I am going to tell you now. So all of you got the line segment OP. Am I correct? You got the line segment OP. The next step is I am going to bisect the segment OP. That means what should I draw for OP if I need to bisect OP?
Perpendicular bisector.
Yes, I have to draw the perpendicular bisector of OP. All right. So that's the next step that we shall be doing. So see what I'm doing. If I want to draw the perpendicular bisector, what I should do, I should keep the compass at the point O first. Take a radius more than half of OP. That means almost near P, I can pull my compass. Then draw an arc above OP and then below OP also with the same radius. That is what I'm going to do now. Did you understand? OP is what is the segment which is getting bisected. So to do that, I have to take the compass, keep it at O, take a radius of more than half of OP. That means almost pull your compass very much close to P. Then with that radius, cut an arc above OP, and with the same radius, you will cut an arc below also. You will see that point now. Can you see? Those are the two arcs that I have drawn. So please do that carefully. With O as center and radius more than half of OP, I am cutting arcs both above and below OP. What is the next step? What should you do next?
Same radius.
Yes. Now you, with the same radius in your compass, keep the compass at P and cut two arcs, one above and below. The point of intersection of the two arcs is what you want. All right. So that's the next step I shall be doing. Now see where the compass is going. It's gone to P. With the same radius, you will cut one arc above and the other arc below. I have deliberately kept it in two different colors. Can you see it? You have drawn arcs from O first. Now you have shifted your compass to P and you have drawn the two arcs. All right. And by doing this, you will get the points of intersection between the two arcs. The first black arc is cut from O and the green arcs are cut from P. So once this is done, you will get the points of intersection, which I shall mark. That is the next step that I'm doing. Can you see the points of intersection? I will mark it and name them as A and B. Okay, so I have marked A and B, the points of intersection between the two arcs. What do you think I have to do next? I have to join AB with a straight line. And when that line intersects OP, you will get the midpoint of OP or you have bisected OP. All right. So the next step is you will join A and B. Okay. Do that. Join A and B. Okay, I hope it is done. So the next one, you have to locate the point of intersect between that line AB that you have drawn and OP. Please mark that point of intersect. Is that done? I call it D. Okay, the next step is with D as center. Now you have got D as the midpoint of OP. Why is D the midpoint of OP? Because we have tried to bisect OP. All right. So we got the midpoint as D. Now you're going to keep your compass at D and take a radius of either OD or DP. That means you keep your compass at D, pull it till P. That means you're taking a radius of DP. Both OD and DP will be equal. Why?
Ma'am, because we have
Perpendicular bisect.
Yeah, because D is the midpoint of OP. So you take a radius of either OD or DP. Both are the same. Keep your compass at D. Take a radius of DP and cut an arc. In fact, you will be drawing an entire circle with D as center and DP as radius. Draw a circle intersecting my original circle, the red circle. Can you see? Now what I'm drawing is the second circle with D as center and DP as radius. See how it is getting drawn there. Can you see how that circle is drawn with D as center and DP as radius? You have drawn a second circle intersecting the previous circle, the red circle. I have maintained it in two different colors for that reason only. So can you see the two circles are intersecting at 2 points?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting it in your
Yes, ma'am.
diagram also? You're getting the points of intersect. Mark the points of intersect as X and Y. So I'm going to locate the points of intersect as X and Y. Next, I will be joining PX and PY. I am extending it to show that those are the two tangents that we require. So your PX and PY are the tangents to the given circle with center O from a point P, which is at a distance of 10 centimeters from the center O. So we have achieved the two tangents. Now how this will be justified? How are you telling that these are the two tangents? from the exterior point? Because we have taken the point P at a distance of 10 centimeters from O, which is already fixed. Now, if I join the OX and the OY, what do you think I will get?
Ma'am, the radius.
Yes, you will get the radius of the original circle. So, what will be the angle between PX and OX?
Ma'am, 90 degrees.
Yes, because when you join this OX, you are drawing the radius of the circle. Similarly, when you join OY, you are drawing the radius of the circle. The angle between the radius and the tangent at the point of contact will be 90 degrees. So these are 90 degrees that we are getting. Right? Now this is 90 degrees because I know the angle in a semicircle will always be equal to 90 degrees. So when you join OX and OY, those happen to be the radii of the two circles. Sorry, the radii of the original circle, that is the red circle. Now look at OX in terms of the blue circle. So you are seeing OXP is the angle in the semicircle with OP as the diameter, which is the blue circle. So this OXP will definitely be equal to 90 degrees because it is the angle in the semicircle. Now that is definitely the angle between the radius OX and PX, the tangent of the original red circle. Because you are getting that the angle is 90 degrees using our property of angle in a semicircle, we are able to justify that PX is the tangent to the circle, because only the tangent will make a 90 degrees with the radius. Clear? This is the justification you have to give. Maybe the justification I will write it down and text it to you later on, because I didn't find time to type it now here. So quickly we will recall the steps of construction now. I'm not typing it today because still I reached the class at 10:45. I was creating this RoboCompass only. So I couldn't find time to create a Word document. Now I will dictate it slowly. Please write it down because you also should be able to recall what are the steps that you have done. So go back to the right hand side. I will keep this figure open here. I'm not going to stop share because I'm going to use this to tell what are the various steps I have done one after another. All right. So go to your procedure side and write step 1. What is the first step?
Draw a circle with radius and centimeters.
Yes. Draw a circle with center O and radius. What was the radius given? 6 centimeters. So that's the first statement. Draw a circle with center O and radius 6 centimeters. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Second step. What's the second step?
Locate a point P 10 centimeter away from the center.
From O you can say because you've already fixed the center as O. Good. So locate a point P 7 centimeters away from O.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
10
10 centimeters.
Sorry. 10 centimeters away from O. Sorry. Locate a point P 10 centimeters away from O. What was the next step?
Join OP.
Join OP.
Yes, join OP. Join OP. Next.
Draw the perpendicular bisector of OP.
Construct a perpendicular bisector for OP.
Perpendicular bisector for OP.
Yes. Construct the perpendicular bisector of the segment OP. Construct the perpendicular bisector of the segment OP. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the next step?
Mark. Ma'am, let D be the intersection of the perpendicular bisector and segment OP.
Should we write it like that, or still we can write it in a simpler manner? Mark D as the midpoint of OP. Mark D, because we've drawn the perpendicular bisector to find the midpoint. Okay. So mark D as the midpoint of OP. Mark D as the midpoint of OP. Next step.
With D as center and radius OD.
OP, DP, not OP. OP will become the diameter, huh?
OD.
OD, okay, huh? With
And
D
draw-
as center and OD as radius. With D as center and OD as radius. Draw a circle. Draw a circle intersecting the original circle at X and Y. With D as center and OD as radius, draw a circle intersecting the original circle at X and Y.
Ma'am, can we also tell as previous circle?
Yeah, you can. Okay. Next step. What was the next step after you have got the point of intersect as X and Y?
Join PX and PY.
Yes, join PX and PY. Why did I extend it? Because I want to show it is touching the circle and moving out. It is not moving into the circle. So always this extension is required. Just put an arrowhead here on both PX and PY. The length of the tangent is only PX and PY. All right. We are just extending it to show that it is only touching the circle at one point, not more than one point. Only then it can be called a tangent. Okay. You may require some place to write the justification on the left hand side of the page. So below the construction, the justification has to be written, which I shall write it and send it to you. Maybe I have to, maybe I will write it on the board, take a pic and send it to you, or on a paper somewhere I'll write and send it to you. I should have typed it, but it is very difficult to type with angles and all. It takes a lot of time. Okay, is that done? So what is the next step you have to do? We have joined, okay, but something else is asked in the question. Please look at the question.
Measure.
So
PX
take your
and
scale,
PY.
measure what is PX and PY. Come on, do it fast. You have to measure PX and PY, the lengths of the tangents. Do you think they'll be equal?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 8
Should they
centimeters.
be equal?
8 centimeters.
Yes, they should be equal. That is what was theorem 2 for us in circle. Tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are of equal length. So are you getting 8 centimeters each?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So write Px equals Py equals 8 centimeters. That's the last step you will write. Therefore, Px equals Py equals 8 centimeters. Okay, so the first construction done. We have another construction to do. I have stopped the screen share. Okay, Purvik has been trying to get admitted. Bindu is getting admitted. All these latecomers, you suffer because I can't come out and then admit you. Okay, so we'll take up the next construction. We should do it faster than this. The same construction of tangents from a point outside the given circle, but now the way the point is taken is slightly different. When I dictate the question, you will know it. So this was 8A. Now you will take 8B.
Ma'am, observation.
Okay, observation we have not written. Okay, write down. Observation for the 8A. What is that we were expected to draw? We were expected to draw tangents from a point at a fixed distance from the center. So now the observation is the tangents drawn from a point, at a fixed distance from the center of the circle. Tangents drawn from a point at a fixed distance from the center of the circle are of equal lengths. Okay, did you get it? Now move on to the next page. This will be 8b. Same, the construction is tangents from an external point at a fixed distance from the center, but how you are going to take that point is going to be a little different. So take down. Quickly, because you're going to do the construction a little more faster because the steps are the same. Only when you locate the point P, which is outside the given circle from a fixed distance from the center, you have to be careful. Okay. Take down this question on the top of your unruled sheet. The second page, you would have turned the page now, right? Because this is 8b. We will not rewrite the objective and the materials required. We will simply start with the procedure on the ruled side. So first, let us finish the construction on the unruled side. Take down. Construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeters. If you have your textbook, it is on page number 221, exercise 11.2. If you can't write at the speed which I am dictating, please take it down. It is on page number 221, exercise 11.2, the second question. Construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeters from a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeters and measure its length. I'm not going to verify anything, so that part you don't have to write. Construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeters from a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeters and measure its length. Write it down fast. Okay, have you written it down? Shall we move on to the steps? Shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So this will be the final construction after you complete all the steps. All right. So we will take up from the beginning now. There are so many circles you are seeing. That's why I have made it so colorful so that you are seeing the circle which I am asking you to focus on. All right. So this much is required from you now. Now here I am not going to tell you lots of things because the same steps we are going to follow. All right. So the first thing, we have to draw a circle of radius 4 centimeters. So let us start. So first you will locate the center. We will call it O. Then draw a circle of radius 4 centimeters. With O as center and radius 4 centimeters, you have drawn a circle. Do it fast. That's the first step. This is my original circle for which I have to draw the tangents. Okay? Is it done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now the next step is I have to locate a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeters. So my point is to come on the second circle. Now the second circle is concentric to this circle, which is the original circle. What do you mean by concentric circles?
Ma'am, the
Circles
circle
Two
have same
circles having same center.
Same center and different radii. So my concentric circle is going to be having a radius of 6 centimeters. The center is going to remain the same, but the radius has changed. So take your compass now, keep it at the same point O, which is the center of the previous original circle, and take a radius of 6 centimeters and draw the circle. Come on, do it. That is the next step. With O as center and radius 6 centimeters, you draw the second circle, which is concentric to the original circle. So this you should have drawn now. With O as center and radius 6 centimeters, you have drawn the second circle. I have given it in a different color. So that those two are concentric circles now. Red is my original circle. Yellow is the circle which is concentric to my original red circle. Now what I have to do next, I have to locate a point on the concentric circle. So on the yellow circle, anywhere I can mark the point P. That will be my external point from where I will draw tangents to my original circle, which is red in color. So let me go and mark a point on the yellow circle, anywhere on the yellow circle. For convenience, I am maintaining it on the right side like I did it previously. I mark that as A. So A is a point on the concentric circle. Anywhere on the concentric circle, top, bottom, left, right, anywhere. I have maintained it on the right side because my construction will be easy. I am a right-handed person, so I want it on the right side. So once you have located the point A on the circumference of the yellow circle, join your O and A. What should you do next? Now I got the segment OA, like I got OP last time in the previous construction. What is the next step that I have to do?
Ma'am, we should draw
Construct a perpendicular bisector.
I have to construct the perpendicular bisector of OA. Do it. I'm not going to guide you. I'm not going to play the construction. I'll wait for 2 minutes. You will complete it. Then I will show you here how I have done it. Bisect OA by drawing its perpendicular bisector. Come on, do it. With O as center and radius more than half of OA, draw arcs above OA and below OA. Then now take your compass to A. First you will keep it at O, cut arcs above and below. Then you will keep it at A, cut arcs above and below. The point of intersection you will mark, then join them. Once you join the points of intersection, your line segment will be drawn, which is the perpendicular bisector for OA. Then once again, you will find the point of intersection, which will be the midpoint of OA. So I'll show it to you now. See how it is drawing. With O as center and radius more than half of OA, I have drawn arcs above and below. Next, with the same radius, I will keep the compass at A and cut arcs above and below. I have shown it in 2 different colors so that you are able to see it clearly. Then you have to mark the points of intersection. I will call it as C and D. Once you have marked the points of intersection, join them with a straight line. And wherever it is intersecting OA, that will be your midpoint of OA. I call it as some E. What is the next step after that? Once you have got your midpoint E
Ma'am, we should
for the
draw
segment OA, what should you do next?
on radius OE.
With E as center and radius OE, draw a circle intersecting my original circle. Which is my original circle, yellow or red?
Red.
Yes. So you will be intersecting the red circle. Don't go to the intersection with the yellow circle. Yellow circle is not my original circle. Yellow circle is drawn to locate the point A alone. All right, so you must be careful. So next step, with E as center and radius OE, I have drawn a circle intersecting the original circle. Can you see red is the original circle? This pink is the new circle I have drawn with E as center and OE as radius. Can you see the red and the pink circle are intersecting at 2 points? Those are the points that you have to mark. So I will mark it as some X and Y. Okay, after I have marked, what should I do? X and Y are the points of intersect.
Join AX
Yes,
and AY.
join AX and AY and
AX
extend
and
it to show that AX and AY are the tangents from A to the original circle, which is red in color there. All right. So next step, you will join your AX and AY. So my tangents are ready. Is it clear? Any doubt so far? Yeah, can we start writing the steps of construction? Here also the justification is the same. We are drawing the second circle to get the angle in the semicircle. That angle in the semicircle will automatically become the angle between the radius and the tangent. And because we know the angle between the radius and the tangent is 90 degrees, which we have already shown from our angle in a semicircle, we are able to generalize that AX and AY are the tangents to the given circle from an external point E. All right, shall we start writing the steps? I'm going to retain this figure here so that you will guide me through the various steps. Should I wait for another 2 minutes? Are you getting the construction as neatly as I have done it here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
See, this construction is coming. Tangents from an external point is definitely coming for the exam. So we should know clearly how we are able to draw these tangents from a point outside a given circle, which is fixed in length from the center of the circle. In the next class, we have to take up 2 more constructions. They are slightly difficult compared to this. So this you should practice first properly. So shall we start with the steps? Yeah, one by one, you people only should be telling me. I should not be telling now. Yeah, first step. One of you can switch on and tell me.
Draw a circle.
Draw a circle with
Draw a
E
circle
and
with
radius.
center O and radius 4 centimeters.
If one person is speaking, please have the patience to listen. You will get your turn. Yeah, draw a circle with center O and radius
Draw a circle.
4 centimeters. Yeah, continue. Yes, somebody was speaking. Continue. Draw a circle with center O and radius 4 centimeters. Step 2.
Locate a point A 6 centimeter from O.
Draw.
No, that was not our second step. That's not the way I have done it. Please recall.
Draw a concentric circle with O as center and radius 6 centimeters.
Some 3-4 are speaking together. One of you please cooperate and speak properly.
Draw a concentric
Yes, one of you can
circle
switch on now.
Draw a concentric.
When somebody starts, have the patience of listening to them. Yeah, I don't want to name anybody. If somebody is fast, switch on your audio and speak. Yes. It is not locate a point 6 centimeters from O. We did not do that. Before that, we had something else to do. What was that?
Draw a
circle with
circle
O and radius.
Okay, what timing you people have? 2 of you switch on your audio simultaneously. Okay, wonderful. Okay, let me say. Draw another circle with center O and radius 6 centimeters. Automatically, it will become concentric because the center is the same. So, your step you will write is draw another circle with center O and radius 6 centimeters. Draw another circle with center O and radius 6 centimeters. Draw another circle with center O and radius 6 centimeters. Next.
Locate a point A on the circle.
Anywhere on the circumference of the second circle. Good. Locate a point A anywhere on the circumference of the second circle. Locate a point A anywhere on the circumference of the second circle. Got it? Yes, next step, please.
Join OA.
Correct. Join OA. What's the next step after you join OA? It's very simple after that. Yeah.
Construct the
Perpendicular bisecting center for segment OA.
Yes. Construct a perpendicular bisector to bisect OA at E. Construct a perpendicular bisector to bisect OA at E. Construct a perpendicular bisector to bisect OA at E. Next step.
With E as center and O as radius, draw a circle intersecting the original circle at X and Y.
Very good. With E as center and OE as radius, draw a circle intersecting the original circle at X and Y. With E as center and radius OE, draw a circle intersecting the original circle at X and Y. What's the next step?
Join AX
and AY.
Yes, join AX and AY.
And AY.
Yes, join AX and AY. Now measure your AX and AY.
4.5 centimeters.
Both of them 4.5 each. Okay, right. Therefore, AX equals AY equals 4.5 centimeters. Observation, please write down quickly. I think I can now stop my share. Okay, the observation that I have to write, please write it down. Tangents can be drawn, observation, tangents can be drawn to the given circle. Tangents can be drawn to the given circle from any point, on the concentric circle. Tangents can be drawn to a circle from any point on the concentric circle, from any point on the concentric circle to the original circle, Okay. so this construction could be done. So we have 2 constructions which were done. Please practice them properly today so that we can take up the another pair of constructions maybe tomorrow or on Friday. I'm not sure whether I'm free tomorrow, because this Thursdays I have other commitments. That class is almost eliminated only for me on Thursdays. So don't wait for me if I am not sending the link. Friday we will meet, and Friday also must be a holiday for us here, correct? It's October 2nd, no? Okay, I shall let you know. I don't know if there is any program here in the school. Otherwise, it's a holiday. So if I'm not meeting you tomorrow and Friday happens to be a holiday, then I think I'll meet you back on Monday only. So I'm not sure about tomorrow. If I don't send a link, it is understood that I shall not be meeting you tomorrow. All right. So please practice these 2 constructions. I'll stop recording. Those who have not attended, maybe I can send the recording so that they can see it and do. Others also, if you think you want the steps to be repeated, you can always look at the recording.